So the next one has two terms. So this is either difference of cubes, difference of squares, sum of cubes, sum of squares. And again, try to pull out the highest that you can. So if the cube works, always go with the cube. So let's see, because I know that 8 times 8 is 64. That's a square. But if you can work it with cube, always do the cube. If that makes sense, hopefully. All right, so this is gonna get cubed and cubed. So I have x has to be to the second, because 2 times 3 is 6. Now I need something times something times something is 64. It's gonna be 4. This is my A, this is my B. This is sum of cube. So now I'm gonna use this formula from the previous notes. So I have A plus B, x squared plus 4. Then I have a squared, so x to the 4th, because I have to square my 2, so 2 times 2 is 4. Minus ab, 4x squared, plus b squared, b is 4, so plus 16. All right, this one, let's see if we can cube it. So if this is 3, I need 18, this is gonna be 6. And something times something times something is 729, and I got 9. So this is my A, this is my B. That makes this sum of cube. So sum of cube. All right, I have A plus B, x6 plus 9. A squared is x12 minus AB, so minus 9x6 plus B squared. B is 9, 9 squared is 81. Okay, I'm back to a trinomial. So I can't use difference, sum, or of squares or cubes. It's 3 terms, I can do trial and error. But also remember, always see if you can factor anything out first before you go any further. So can anything go into 8, 42, and 36? And the answer to that is 2. So that leaves us with 4x squared plus 21x minus 18. Okay, so now trial and error would be more difficult. So my thoughts would be to make it a 4 term and then do a grouping. So I need, okay, so 4 times 18 is 72. So I need 2 numbers that we can multiply together to get 72, that we can also add together to get 21. So if you go through all of your factors of 72, you're going to come across 24 and 3. Well, in order for that to work, it needs to be a positive 24 and a negative 3. Because if you're at positive 24 and you go back 3 spaces, it's going to keep you at positive 21. But also, a negative times a positive, negative times positive is going to give us a negative, which is what we want, because 4 times negative 18 is negative 72. So that means keep the 2 on the outside. If I expand this out, I'm going to take my 21x and break it into 2 terms now, keeping everything else the same. Once you get into 4 terms, you can group it. So keep the 2, throw in brackets for right now. What can I take out of these 2? I can take out 4x, leaving me with x plus 6. What can I take out of these 2? I can take out negative 3, leaving me with x plus 6. And now that those 2 are what we have in common, you'll put those at the front. Still keep your 2, x plus 6, and then put what's left, 4x minus 3. Okay, same situation here. We have 3. It's going to be hard to do trial and error or to factor it as is. So let's make these numbers smaller by pulling something out that they have in common. And they have a 6x in common, leaving us with 12x squared plus 20x plus 3. All right, so if I multiply 12 and 3, I get 36. I need 2 numbers to get me 20. How about 18 and 2? So if I break it into 4, so I have 12x squared plus 2x plus 18x plus 3. Now I can group those two together. All right, so I'm going to pull out of here a 2x, leaving me with 6x plus 1. I'm going to pull out of here a 3, leaving me with 6x plus 1. Those two match, so my final is 6x plus 1, and then 2x plus 3 with the 6x at the front.